Hey guys, this is Tony from Bootlegger Harley Davidson. It is now the middle of January and everyone is getting ready for the riding season, right Greg?
Yes, they are.
A lot of us, we never really winterize our bikes because we ride them all year. However, some people do. Yours has been winterized all year. But there's some very important things you should consider before you plan your trip to Daytona, before you plan your first trip on your bike, before you get on it and start riding during the season. Greg's our lead technician here at Bootlegger Harley Davidson, and me and him have a truce, I guess you could call it. He'll work on my bike as long as I haven't tried to do anything before. But some of the things you need to consider, Greg and I are going to go over. One really important thing is having a 3-hole service done on your bike before the season starts. So many people will just jump on and take off, and they're running that oil that's set in the bike for 3-4 months, and it's not ran, not got warm.
Draw moisture.
It's drawn moisture inside that case and all. Greg, what else would you say? The tires?
Tires are a huge thing, and temperature drops, so does tire pressure. It drops down. It's just something you don't think about. You go to hop your leg on, and that's a major one. You know, lights burn out after sitting for a while. I mean, it's just really a good idea to have the whole bike hooked over.
You know, one of the things that one of the things that I always recommend here at the dealership, we run a special in February so people can get ready to go to the first big rally down in Daytona, which I'll be there, and traveling Tall, and a bunch of us will get together down here. But Greg just serviced Tall's bike, and he's very meticulous about his service. The one thing about it is if you get your bike serviced at the dealership, and you may think you're just getting all of your oil changed, but when that bike's on the rack, there's a lot more gets looked at every day.
It is, and the thing that you don't realize when you're sitting here looking at the bike and you walk around it, you don't see how bad in shape your rear tire truly is. You just don't notice things when it's up in your face this level, you know, and I'm sitting here looking at stuff, leaks, you know. I mean, it's a Harley, it happens. It's stuff that's nice to get it on a rack.
Brakes, real important as well. One thing a lot of people don't realize is your brake system will collect moisture in it quicker than any of the other systems.
Dot 4 actually, it's hydroscopic. It draws in water to it. I mean, it's an unfortunate thing. It needs to be changed every 2 years.
So guys, there's a lot of things that really need to be done before you take your first big trip or go on your first rally. The worst thing that can happen to you is you take off and you go down to Daytona and you find yourself sitting at Bruce Rossmeyer's waiting on them to work on your bike and 600 others there, and you're just sitting while you should be out enjoying your ride. Give our service department a call here at the dealership. They'll get you set up, get your bike ready. We are going to be running some specials. I believe we're going to start pretty much now until the middle of March when Daytona starts.
It's one of those things that you do know that usually at this time that if you're going to go or not, don't wait until a week before and we're 2-3 weeks out and busy. You know, it's go ahead and get it in here now. Make sure it's up and going, ready. Because if you're like most of the riders, you let it sit for 2 or 3 months. It might not start when you got there if you hadn't had it on a battery tender.
Definitely. And all those little things get checked. When they do the oil service on a bike, they do look at your brakes. They look at things to see if there's anything you may need.
Oh, it's front to back.
It's not because they're trying to sell you something. They're trying to make it a safe ride for you as well.
You only have 2 wheels.
We would rather service it than repair a wreck. So guys, keep that in mind when you're talking about.
Dude, did I walk?
That's Nathan, our parts guy. He's really focused, guys, on what he's doing. So, but yeah, and also too, if you bring your bike in now to have service done, and we find that it needs something else done to it, parts availability isn't the greatest in the world at any dealership. So if you do have to get something sent in, you at least have time to get that done now. Again, we're going to be running a special. Get your bike detailed and get your bike serviced before Daytona. Starting at the end of this month, we're going to have Smo come back, be doing our detailing, so guys come in and see him. We'll detail your bike, we'll get your bike serviced up. Greg would be tickled to death to do it. I'm holding them up from getting the work done now. But give us a call here at the dealership, 865-671-2454, and let them know you'd seen the video and that you'd like to get that service special before you go on your trip. Thanks again, guys.